Hello and welcome back to another edition of Will's Grill Shack. Today we're going to be doing some beef short ribs on that amazing Broil King offset that I've got. I always like to do beef short ribs as a test on a grill to really see exactly where the hot spots are and how it performs. And today we're also going to be using this really cool Franklin barbecue brisket rub, which is going to be available in the UK very soon at SoCal Barbecue Shop. I'm looking forward to giving this a go and seeing whether it turns out as good as what the Texas AF does that I normally use. So I'm absolutely loving this Broil King offset so far. It seems to be really holding temperature well. Today the winds are seriously strong, so it'll be interesting to see how it holds up in the wind tunnel that is the corner of my shack, and see how the temperature swings are compared to, say, the TMG or something like that. So without further ado, let's jump into the video and I'll take you over to the bench where we're going to prep these beef short ribs. I do say they are USDA prime, but they're actually not. I got the wrong ones out of the freezer, and these are British Angus ones. Still really good, but we'll jump over there now and we'll take a look.
Okay, and here are our lovely short ribs. These are USDA prime. You can see a little bit of the marble in there. What we're going to do is just give these a trim. If you don't know how to do this, I'll leave a little card up in the top corner and I'll show you how I trim beef short ribs. And today we are using this new Franklin's brisket spice rub, which is new in the UK. I don't think it's new in the US, but it's new in the UK, and is available now at SoCal Barbecue Shop. Really looking forward to giving this a go. As anything with Aaron Franklin, you just know it's going to be the perfect combination of salt, pepper and garlic. Okay, so I've decided to trim them individually. This one had quite a big mark just down here, which I think would have turned out pretty bad, so I thought let's do them individually. I haven't done individual beef short ribs in a long time, so we're just going to get a little bit of mustard on these as a binder for that amazing rub. Okay, so let's just go over the top here with this amazing rub. Now these are ready to just sit here while we go fire up the barbecue.
Okay, so that is the beef short ribs all prepped. We're just going to leave them on the side there. Really liked how that shaker worked from Franklin's barbecue. It really came out nice and easy, whereas sometimes you really find you've got to shake, whereas that was nice and easy. So now let's head over to the Broil King offset and fire that bad boy up.
Okay, so we've got a chimney stack here full of Globaltic. Got some firelighters here also from Globaltic, and we're just going to light those up and pop this straight over the top and let that come up to temperature. Okay, so this is now nicely alight, so we're going to chuck that on top with some more charcoal. Then we're just going to close that door and then close this one. Make sure your back draft vent is fully open, and I've also left the door open here just to get maximum airflow through. So we're going to get this up to 120 degrees and then pop back. So what we're also doing is preheating our wood. These are literally really small splits that we're going to be putting on top of the cook chamber. So these are preheated, so it means they're going to catch nice and easy. So we're just going to pop that straight over the coals there and just let that catch a light. Okay, so we're now rocking the 110 mark, so we're just going to chuck our beef shorties on, and then we're just going to close the lid and just leave that for a good hour, 2 hours, and then pop back. So these have been ticking away now for about an hour and 10 minutes, so we're just going to give these a little spray, and the mix I'm using is the classic soy sauce and apple vinegar cider 50-50 mix, which gives it a real nice dark bark. So we're just going to give these a spray. It is very windy here, and this is still holding temperature absolutely beautifully, and you can see we've still got a nice fire going in the firebox. So we'll pop back another hour and see where we're at. Okay, so we're now at the 5 hour mark on these, and you can see they're probing nice, but they are only at sort of the 78 degree mark, so they've got a bit of a way to go yet. I've decided that we're not going to wrap them. I'm just going to continue to give them a good spray, but we've got a really nice bark. There's loads of wood sort of flavour you can see as the meat is taken on the wood, and yeah, so I think we'll pop back in another hour and see where we're at. Okay, so these are now probing like absolute
butter. They've got a nice bark on them. So let's get these off, put them into the Yeti and let them rest. Okay, so here are our beef short ribs, all rested. Got a real nice bark, and you can see they're going to be juicy. They're looking good. Not as much meat on there as I thought there would be. It's retracted quite a lot, but it is really juicy. So there's only one thing left to do, and that's let's slice this off. And we're just gonna slice into this. Oh, this looks lovely. Just grab a bit for you. Look at that beauty. Nice, just nice bit of sponge to it, but if you pull on it, it does just pull apart nicely. Really nice bark on it as well. Nice little smoke ring. That's what we're looking for with a beef short rib. Core, they were good. Honestly, really good. And that Franklin's barbecue rub is the perfect combination of salt and pepper. It's proper perfect. The Broil King offset performed really well, even in some seriously strong winds. You might have got a little bit of feedback on the microphone, for which I apologise. But in some strong winds, it held temperature absolutely perfectly all day. It seems like if you've just got the dial on the side open and the stack open full and shut on the left hand side, the draw through is really good, and you don't seem to lose much heat, and it seems to just tick away all day nicely. I did obviously have to refuel it a couple of times through the day, so it's not as fuel efficient as I would say compared to like something that's the TMG, but for a start-up smoker this thing is absolutely spot on. So the next video on the channel is going to be a review of that Broil King offset, which I know a lot of you have been asking me about since you've seen the first video of the ribs. So we're going to do a review. I wanted to use it a couple of times before I did the review, but now I feel like the time to do the review. So that'll be the next channel. That'll be the next video on the channel. So there you go guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and join me next time for another edition of Will's Grill Shack. Thank you for watching.